Now let's make her make us laugh. Give it up for Sakura Hines, everybody.
Skip it in.
We got background.
It's not very loud.
Woo!
It's Sheena's a punk rocker by the Ramones, a punk rock band of Jews, which is neat. I usually have a Bluetooth speaker, but I forgot it. So I have so many points that I have to make quickly. One, Tito, I love you. You missed the best opportunity for a comeback flirt I've ever seen in my life. When she responded with, Tito's is my favorite liquor, you could have responded with, I too like to liquor. Leave it to the lesbians to figure out how to flirt for you. There's the secret. So, this is a new jacket. I just got it today from England. My girlfriend bought it for me because she understands that I'm punk rock. What you don't know, though, is how punk rock I am. What I won't do is be clear whether I'm telling you the truth or not, because we're getting pretty punk rock in here. So all of these, for the sake of my life, are hypotheticals. Hypothetically, I was once a crossing guard for this hypothetical city of Eindpeiland. Hypothetical, I made it up. Has no relation to any real city. Especially none 20 minutes north of here on Highway 52. I think it's exit like 69 or something. It's hilarious nice. Like that. Yeah, nice. I still, hypothetically, I still have a stop sign, which makes me the hypothetical owner of hypothetical government property, which is my favorite. Hell yeah. My favorite thing to do is whenever I have friends over, I'll offer them a little hit of marijuana. And they'll go, no, I don't smoke. And I go, man, I thought you were cool. Then I will grab the stop sign, the real government stop sign, hypothetically, and I will turn and I will go, stop! You just fell for peer pressure. Be better. Say no to drugs. Pardon me, I am Mark Hamill's Joker tonight, I guess. One for all the animation fans out there. So hypothetically, I worked for a gas station once, and they would hypothetically make me do these things called clopins. A clopin is where you hypothetically close, and then the next day you open. So the fun part was, we closed at 10 p.m., which meant I was out of the building by 11. And to open, I had to be there at 1 a.m. Hypothetically, that was bullshit. So I, decided if bullshit can be done unto me, then I should be allowed to, hypothetically, do bullshit onto other people. So in this hypothetical situation, I said, fuck it. If I'm not going to sleep, I'm also, hypothetically, not going to pay for this energy drink. And hypothetically, this became a habit, which is awesome, because nothing feels better than doing work tweaked out on caffeine you didn't pay for. Hypothetically. This is all hypothetical, by the way. None of this is probably true, but it couldn't be. In a hypothetical universe, where I was in this hypothetical city of Eindpeiland, I put together a Black Lives Matter protest shortly after the murders of George Floyd in this little hypothetical town. The fire department was flying the thin blue line flag, and I said, you shouldn't have an opinion on this. I don't like that. That's kind of narrow-minded, narrow-sighted. So maybe don't. And so I organized this rally, and people showed up, and there was a point in which it was my ex and I were the only two people there. She was not my ex at the time, she's my ex now, so that's how I talk about him. And it's very easy. I wish more people could figure for other contexts how easy it is to go from saying one thing to another thing. I'm trans, and a lot of people in my life have problems calling me by my name. So I'm being petty because some of them might see this and now they'll understand. This is my way of telling my dad I don't want to be called my birth name anymore. So anyway, me and my ex are standing at this Black Lives Matter protest in Pineland, a hypothetical town during this hypothetical crisis. Hypothetically. And a car drives past us and honks. You guys know what a horn sounds like. What the fuck am I doing? So anyway, he honks and he turns to me and my ex and he goes, "Go home, faggots!" And I turned and I went, "Oh my God, he noticed!" Ah! So that's pretty fucking punk rock right there. I don't know. What was the point of that? Was I just sharing a time I was slurred at from a moving vehicle, which is honestly impressive when it's accurate. And you could tell I was wearing booty shorts and a Nirvana shirt on a 90-degree day in August. So maybe that was the hint that maybe something was a little crooked in there. Speaking of things that are crooked, my fucking dick, dude. Damn, tight pants suck. Jesus, why don't they make women's pants with rooms for a penis? Why isn't that more common? Why do you think that is? It's crazy. When I was a kid, when I was a real little kid, I thought everyone had a penis. So in my ideal 4-year-old world, women's pants fit me, and I'm happy with that. I made that world for myself. Have you ever done something illegal on accident? The statute of limitations is off on this one now, so I can actually, this one's not hypothetical, this one's real, this one happened. My buddy and I, when we were in high school, we thought we were cool because we lived in Pineland. Pun Island, a completely real town, because this story is real, the others weren't. So we were in Pun Island, and goddamn, is the emo scene just not real out there. So for us, we were listening to Mumford & Sons to get our emotions out, their first album, because it was new at the time. And so we're driving into town, listening to fucking Little Lion Man in a fucking cream brown minivan, a fucking Dodge Caravan. At 100 miles per hour, we enter Rochester, jamming out in the mom van. At 100 miles per hour in Rochester were we when we noticed we should not be going 100 miles in Rochester, perhaps. Cops are not fans of this. So we slowed down, which was great, because somebody could have gotten hurt. Don't speed. Follow the laws, unless they're horseshit, in which case hypothetically break them. It's such an interesting world that we're in right now. Anyone here in the Spotted in Rochester Facebook group? Yeah, so were you in it 2 months ago when they couldn't decide whether Little Caesars was either the greatest pizza ever made or if it'll give you dysentery and kill your father in front of you? It's so weird how passionate people in this city are about Little Caesars. Has everybody here eaten at Little Caesars? We've eaten there? Alright, so we all understand why Little Caesars exists, right? It's not a place you go to be satisfied. It's not a place you go to have a time, really. Little Caesars isn't your day, ever. What Little Caesars is it's fucking 2 p.m., I'm really fucking craving pizza, and I have $10. Holy shit, I can get an entire cheese stuffed crust pizza from Little Caesars right now. Let's go! That's what Little Caesars is for. But genuinely, there were people on this Facebook page that were like, I went into Little Caesars, and the manager looked me in the eyes and said, I hate you, and then she spat in my food and kicked me on the balls and pushed me down the stairs, and she broke my Limp Bizkit CD in front of me. It was terrible! And then like, literally 2 hours later, another person would be like, I went in there, and the manager fucking kissed my hand as I entered, had a plate of hors d'oeuvres ready for me, and the pizza, let me tell you, the ooey gooiness of the cheese, oh, the crazy bread, the perfect amount of insane. Oh, I wish I could tip more, but sadly, there are limits, aren't there? And I'm like, dude, it's Little fucking Caesars, pays your $6 and leave! Leave! That's the one thing people don't understand about food service. Do you know what 98% of food service people are thinking? Every second there's a customer in the building, leave, leave. You don't need to be here, leave, leave. Why? Why are you eating here? You can make food at home. Why? Leave. Why do people have stoves? Leave. And so when you come up and you go, I'm so sorry to bother you, it's the best feeling. Because you know how many times we hear that in a day? What, how many times? None! We never get told. Nobody thinks about us, right? Speaking of people who don't think about food service employees. So, I work at a bowling alley, and I'm their manager of their kitchen, so I have to deal with shit. And this one guy decides that he has waited too long to eat his pizza, and it is cold now. This is the last one. Sweet. Good. I'm ending on a banger. So this guy, this old white guy, comes up to me and he goes, my pizza's cold. Could you put it back in the pizza oven and reheat it? And I, the manager, name tag, manager, I say, no, I cannot do that. For that is a health and safety hazard. Fuck! And, sorry. This phone won't stay on anything. It's terrible. So that's a health and safety hazard. I cannot take that back into the kitchen. He goes, and I'm like, I can't. So he leaves. He comes back. 5 minutes later, he comes back. And he goes, I would really like it if you could heat this pizza up for me. I would like to share it. I don't want to bring it home. And I said to him, I'm sorry, sir, but that is a health and safety hazard. I cannot take that back into the kitchen. I don't want the health inspector to have a conniption. That's a little bit funny, right? He should have smiled. He should have laughed. I used the word conniption and instead he went, and left. He comes back again. He goes, hey, could you at least cut this pizza so I can try to give it away to people? And I'm like, dude, it's pizza. It doesn't, whatever, fuck it. So I cut it for him, and I go, yeah, I know, I'm sorry. I really don't want to upset you. I just also hate paperwork, whatever. I'm making light of it. And he just goes, fuck it, I don't care, whatever. And it's just like, dude, there are people having real problems in this world. There are times where to satiate myself, I have made poor man's grilled cheese because I couldn't afford butter or a pan. So I had a toaster and I toasted bread and put sliced American cheese on it, and it tasted kind of grilled. So that worked. So yeah, so I had no sympathy for this guy. Moral of the story is you can eat cold pizza, especially if it's a health and safety hazard. And also, fuck rules? Was that my bit?
Punk rock.
Punk rock, woo! The Ramones, dude. Thor, where'd my pitcher go? I wanted a refill, dude. Come on, man, you gotta know me.
No problem.
I drank that entire pitcher for you. That's why I've been peeing so much. I drank an entire pitcher of soda for a bit, for a joke, for a goof and a gag. Laura, do you want this back?
Sure, are you ready?
I'm right. I mean, I can do the joke about how you like my laugh so much.
Do it. Bring it.
Oh, no.
That's self-deprecating and I don't like that.
No, but it's funny.
But it's
so
self-deprecating,
funny. But I don't believe it.
I don't like it when you talk poorly about my friends.
But I don't believe in the self-deprecation. So I was talking to Lori once after a show, and Lori, she comes up to me and she goes, you know, I love your jokes. I do. Oh my god, you're the best. Where's my straw, motherfucker? I don't have teeth. I don't have teeth. It hurts. So Lori, she comes up to me, she goes, you know, I love your jokes. Your jokes are great. But you know what I really love? Is your laugh. I love your laugh. It's just so contagious, it's so warm. And God, she's just so sweet. And it really is one of the reasons why I'm comfortable being as loud as I am and open and free about the way that I laugh.
Thank you.
But also, like, on the other hand, what an insanely kind way to tell me I'm not very funny. Yeah, I didn't laugh until you did. and I love you. And I love you. Thank you. Thank all the comedians. Thank your host. Give adequately. I need to figure out how to get this thing out of here.
You want me to?
Yeah, if you can take that.
Keep it going for Sakura Hines, everybody! Sakura, you're delightful. You are so clever.
Wonderful. Oh, I'm such a.
And I really hope you get those straws, man.
I hope so too. I want to drink this. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, you know, you were bragging Thor up and then he let you down. So just in case some of you aren't